Hey guys, happy Friday. I am finally going to film the makeup video thing that I took a couple weeks ago. Refilm because that time I accidentally took it in slow-mo. I did find out you can speed up a slow-mo video to be normal speed. I'd already deleted the video, so I'm just gonna remake it. Plus, at this point, it's been like quite a few weeks, so we're gonna just go with it. But I also think I kind of figured out how to use the tripod thingy. So my face does not look great in the camera right now. Not sure why. I'm having a couple breakouts, but it's fine. What was I gonna say about that? I don't know. Anyways, I have a towel because I literally make a mess always, and I already have my jeans on for the day, and I don't want to get makeup all over them. So I start with this August and Monroe Blemish Camouflage, which is like great when I have breakouts places. A lot of these are just like redness. I did just also dermaplane my face, so it's kind of red from that, but I kind of just like put this over. I should preface this with I'm not a makeup artist, not a makeup expert, none of that. I don't actually half the time know what I'm doing, so that's fun. I just love makeup, and I love doing my makeup, and I've learned tricks along the way. So I'll share those, but I'll also list the products I use in the little comment section of the video for you guys. All right, so last weekend I was in Texas and it was amazing. I had the best time. More to talk about that, but I had a nice old spray tan and it was so nice, but now I don't have a spray tan anymore. I'm pale and gross, but whatever. It's fine. I'll be fine. So I have to use my light foundation, which is, I use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless. I love it. A little bit goes a long way. I literally can use one pump of it and it covers my whole face. So and it's not $1 million. I've tried everything. A lot of people recommend the Giorgio Armani and all those, what else? I have a Bobbi Brown one. I have some others, but this one's been my favorite so far. In terms of it doesn't make me break out, it's good coverage, and I feel it doesn't make my skin become a weird texture. Where those other ones just weren't sitting right on my skin or weren't enough, and they're really expensive. This is $44. And you can build up coverage. So if you don't feel it's enough when you do it, you can build up more coverage, which is great. I think that's amazing. So I love it. I don't remember what else I was going to say about that. But yeah, I actually convinced my friend last weekend to also get the Charlotte Tilbury foundation. We went to Sephora and I'm so proud of myself. I did not buy a single thing at Sephora. I did buy sunglasses though, so that's why I didn't spend any money at Sephora, because I'd already bought sunglasses and I was like, alright, I guess this is my big purchase. So what I just put on was the Grande Lash and Brow Serums. I put those on and then I let them dry while I'm doing something else before I put any makeup over where those were. I love them. I do really think, I've noticed the lash one has worked really well. I just started using the brow one, so we'll see updates to come. I'm using this concealer, which is the Magic Away by Charlotte Tilbury. Some people don't like it because of the way that you have to put it on, but I do think this little applicator thing is kind of weird. I'm not really sold on it, or nor do I really know how to use it that well. I don't know. The first time I did it, I twisted so much out that I didn't have to twist it again for a long time. But once I get it on, once I get some out of the tube, I actually really enjoy it, and I still have a lot left, and I had it for a while, so I I like the way it looks once it's on, at least. So I just take a beauty blender and I like, you know, blend it in. But I love Charlotte Tilbury. I'm like becoming a huge fan, and they don't sell her at Ulta, which is unfortunate because I do love Ulta, but I am now a VIP at Sephora by accident, so there's that too. So yeah, last weekend I went to Houston. I went to visit my college roommate, and then our other roommate came too, and I hadn't seen them in just about 5 years, which is like so insane to me, like that 5 years have gone by since I last saw them. So I'm gonna put on some translucent powder just over everything that I just did, the concealer and the foundation. I use a beauty blender, damp one. I use a different beauty blender for the powder and for the like liquid products that I use. I heard somewhere that you're supposed to do that, so I do. Don't know if it's true, but like, you know, it's what people tell me. I just listen. So I like to put it under my eyes and on my eyelids because those get a little bit like weird during the day, like they crease weird, and then like on my chin too. So I read somewhere that like powder isn't the best for your skin. I have no idea why, but this was one of the ones that was recommended if you have to use powder, and also like to use a little bit. So I do a little bit, but yeah. So my roommates and I had like a little reunion, which was so fun. We, I guess like kind of sort of just like lost touch with each other. I mean, we've all been in like very different stages of our lives, but we had so much fun. So I flew in like, okay, this is how crazy I am. I'm like, I'll make it work, right? So I had an exam on Thursday last week, and then okay, side note before I finish this story about how crazy I am. I use for eyeshadow is Meredith Boyd's makeup. So Meredith Boyd is a makeup artist, and her husband Matt is a photographer. And I have had my headshots done by them twice. And I had like makeup and hair lessons with Meredith, like everything that I know. Well, not everything, but most things I know about makeup, like doing my makeup, have come from Meredith. Especially like my eyes and stuff. And she's like literally amazing. She's the GOAT. I would not trust a single other person with my face, probably. I mean, I literally am gonna have to pay her like $1 million to do my makeup at my wedding someday, which like, I'm never getting married, but you know, if it does ever happen. So yeah, I use her eyeshadows that like I've had for literally ever, but don't tell anyone because I don't think that's a very good thing. So anyways, I had an exam last week at 2:00. It was a 90-minute exam, so I'd be done by 3:30. And then I booked a flight for 5:20. I go to school in Andover here, and I was trying to get to the Boston airport. I'm like, yeah, it'll be fine. Like, I'll totally get there in time. 1000%. I used it like an orange and then a purple, but it'll all like blend together. I promise. You'll see. It ends up looking all right. So anyways, I have to get to the Boston airport. My flight's at 5:20. My exam ends at 3:30. But what I forgot, so my mom picked me up at 3:30 to drive me to the airport because like I'm not parking in the airport for 4 days. That's insane. And my exam was taking forever to upload, so I didn't even get to my mom's car until like 3:40. Then she's like, oh my gosh, you're never gonna make it in time. Like, how? Why do you do this to yourself? Like, 5:20, there's no way you're gonna make it in time. I'm like, Mom, it's like 3:50. Like, we are not even far from the airport. I'm gonna be at the airport by 4:20. I'm gonna be through security by like 4:35 at the latest, at my gate, right in time to board. It is fine. But like, nobody believes me. Like, I have pre-check because I worked for a company where I traveled in the past, and so I bought pre-check, and it's like good for 5 years, and I will totally renew it when it's up, because it is the most worth it thing I've ever paid for in my life. I get through security so fast, never have any problems making it. Like, I'm never afraid that I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna make it to my flight. So it's amazing. Don't have to take my shoes off, all the good stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna be fine. But like, everyone freaks out when I'm like, yeah, I have like an hour to get to the airport and get through security and get to my gate. People just freak out. It was fine. I got there with time to spare. However, people just like underestimate me and my like ability to make things happen. I'm like, listen, I'm not scared that I'm not gonna make it. Like, what's the worst that happens? I miss a flight? Okay. Whoops. I don't know. That would actually kind of suck, but not the end of the world, in my opinion. So I'm currently right now doing my eyeliner using this Maybelline Master Precise All Day. It's kind of cool. It has like this like felt tip thing on the end there, and it helps to make it go on a lot more, like in a better line and whatnot. I'm addicted to caffeine, sorry, but I do need to like study after this and get my life together, so I need to get myself some caffeine. So I made it to Houston just fine, all on time, no worries. For mascara, I used the 5-in-1 Volumizing Mascara by It Cosmetics. My grandmother actually sends it to me, which is like the greatest thing ever. I get like refills on it every couple months, I think, still. And I love this mascara. I have used it for years now, and like I always get compliments on my eyelashes when I put this on. So the end of it has like this little like ball thing that like you can really just like get into the lashes with, which is so nice. So it's part of why I love it. No idea what the 5-in-1 means, to be honest, but I go with it. My eyeshadow still looks crazy, but I promise we're getting there. I recently started using whatever these are called. Cream stick, I don't know, stick contour and blush. This is an Anastasia one, which I like. I decided to try it out because I was running out of I ran out of one of these. The other one I have is called Dibs, and it's actually dual end. Like one end is contour while the other end is blush. And I love these. However, I just wanted to like try something else. So I do a little mix of both these bronzers, and then I do a mix of these blushes, because these are 2 different colors, actually, the 2 dipsticks that I have. But they're really great. And then I just like feel like I just drew a marker on my face. It's cute, right? And I take the brush that I used for foundation, which I don't think I told you what it was, is the Morphe like flathead brush. I love it. Gives an airbrush look to everything. So I just pat this in. So I got to Texas like Thursday night. It was night. It was straight up just nighttime. I don't know why I said evening. And the next day we did brunch at my friend's house, and we literally like just sat at the kitchen counter talking for like 5 hours. All of a sudden we were like, we need to like get ready and like go out and do something, because we've been sitting here for 5 hours and this was not necessarily planned, which was fine. Like, we were having a great time. It was just like, oh, let's go do something. So we got ready. I was the most extra ever. I wore cowgirl boots, and then I had this jean jacket. I have this jean jacket with stars on it. It's like my favorite jacket. I love it so much. Wore that with my cowgirl boots. And I got a lot of people staring at me, and I was like, what? Like, what do you want? I'm a tourist. I don't even care. It's fine. It does not bother me at all if people stare at me. I'm like, yes, I'm wearing cowgirl boots, and I'm wearing a star jacket. Didn't really put the irony together about the star jacket until yesterday. It's kind of funny if you ask me. So, we went to this like food truck thing, and that was a great time. Okay, it's not a food truck thing. It is, but it's like a place that's like always there. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it, but it was cool. I'm right now doing the Anastasia brow freeze. It's a clear like brow wax stuff, and I put it on a spoolie, and then I brush it in my eyebrows. So I have like weird eyebrows. Like, first off, both of them are different. They're not the same at all. Second off, my eyebrow on the right, on my right, has like blonde like in the middle of it, which is super annoying. So I can't just put in the brow freeze and like be fine. You can't really tell on this camera, but it's there and it's not cute. So there's that. But yeah, so we did that. We went out, we went to this place that the bathroom had like a disco ball. So you press a button and it plays music and like a disco ball comes on. It was so cool. I have a video of it, but it's so cool. I don't know why I thought it was so cool, but I just did. Anyways, I'm using this Anastasia palette. I've probably had this forever too. It's the Glow Sugar Kit highlighting palette. So I just like put that up to kind of blend in the eyeshadow, like much less harsh when you do that, right? So there's that. Then, okay, so we were out really late that night, actually. We ended up like at a rooftop bar, which was cool, except that I was like, they literally close in like 20 minutes, but that's fine. Like, let's just see what's happening. I like to put a little bit on the inner like corner of my eye so that it like helps to brighten it up a bit, I guess. I don't know, this is like, I might have made that up, but I thought I heard that somewhere before. Might not be true, don't know. So then I take the blender thing, beauty blender, there we go, that I use for powder, and I put that on my like temple and cheek area with the highlighter. And then I go dab it a little on my nose. So that night was really fun. Yeah, we got home really late, but it was a great time. That bathroom, I'll never forget it. I'm gonna use this Kosas, I don't know how to say it. I don't know. Got it at Sephora. Airbrow Gel. This has color in it, so it helps my brows get a little bit of that color. So I usually like put in the Anastasia brow freeze and then I go to something else for a minute so it can sit, 'cause like once it sits for a minute, like you can kind of do a little bit more with your brows from there. So then I put this in, brush them out. Keeps getting stuck in my hair. So then the next day we like, what day was it? Saturday, I think. We ended up going to the mall, and like, I'm not kidding when I say that I'm like the most extra person in the world. I literally wore heels to the mall. That's when I decided I was buying sunglasses. Like, I just wanted to buy them. So a couple of years ago, I went to OBX and I lost a pair of like really nice Ray-Bans in the ocean. And it was so sad. I was so sad. They were like still pretty new to me. And so it was a sad day, but I have yet to replace them because I really like didn't want to buy the same ones that I already had. Like, why would I do that? So my friend had these cute like round, don't know why I just had to show you what round looks like, but round Ray-Bans that were like maybe like rose gold or like a light pink, whatever color they were. And I was like, oh, I really like those. But we ended up going to Sunglass Hut and I found like hexagonal sunglasses from Ray-Ban. And they're like bronze, but they're so cool and I feel so trendy. So I've posted pictures of them on Instagram already like a million times, so you've probably already seen them. But they're really cute, and I love them. And like, moral of the story is I will not be wearing them in the ocean ever, because like I would cry. I did get insurance on them, don't know if it includes losing them. I should have asked, but you know, at least they're protected if anything else happens, I suppose. But I'm not really sure. I really should check on that. Oh, I just used a little bit of the NYX micro brow pencil. Truthfully, I don't really like care about the pencil. I was, when I competed for Miss Massachusetts USA, looking for a pencil to like just fill in like the blonde spot on the eyebrow or like any area that like just needed a little more. And so I had forgotten to get it when I was like at Sephora. I'm like, so yeah, I'll just go to CVS and grab one. Like, it'll be like cheap, whatever. Oh my gosh, this brow stuff at CVS is not cheap. I don't think makeup at CVS is cheap. I thought drugstore makeup was supposed to be like not as expensive as like other makeup, but I'm like, that was like $13. And that was like the cheapest one they had. I'm like, am I missing something? Like, is CVS a makeup store now? I don't know. I'm confused. I feel like I could have gotten it less expensive at Ulta. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to go to Ulta because I don't want to pay $1 million for it. So, moral of the story, go to Ulta. So I'm going to do some lips and then like my final thing. And then we're out of here. I can do my makeup really, really quickly, which is like so nice. Especially if I'm not talking, like it really doesn't take me any time at all. So it's kind of cool. Like people are like, how do you get ready so fast? I'm like, I've been doing my makeup for a long time. So, and like in pageants, sometimes you literally have 5 minutes to get ready. So I'll just quick. So I am going to use, I like to mix lipstick. So I use Naturally Buff from Mary Kay. It's like it's a nice nude color. It doesn't really like, if I want like a nude lip, I'll go for that. But I've been using some others lately. So then I'm gonna do Spiked, and it's actually the Sephora lipstick. I got it for $6. It was on sale though. I think it's like $9 normally. I actually had my friend get one of the Sephora lipsticks last week. When she was asking me to help her buy makeup. And then I used the Charlotte Tilbury model? No. Supermodel. Not just model, supermodel color. Go on there. And so it's a little bit darker. Also, I'm super weird and I do my lip liner after I put on my lipstick because the way it comes off is like weird sometimes. So I use the Charlotte Tilbury again. Remember that time I said I'm like obsessed with Charlotte Tilbury now? Apparently, very obsessed. Walk of No Shame Lip Cheat Lip Liner. Side note, I really feel like it should never be a walk of shame. Like, how horrible to call it that. It's sad. That's why I like the name of this lip liner. Did not pick it for the name, but I like the name. Sorry, that was really quiet for like 30 seconds. I can't talk when I'm putting lip liner on. So I also then use, which I didn't bring in here because I just forgot, a Buxom Lip Plumping Lip Gloss. My niece Abigail apparently loves it. She stole one of mine and I had to replace it with a new one because literally I tried to get it back from her and she like screamed and I was like, you're two, what do you need lip plumping lip gloss for? whatever, it's fine. She's actually not even 2 yet, so that's even better. Yeah, so now she has my plumping lip gloss, and I got a new one. So my favorite is the White Russian color of that. It's not really, it's like very nude, like light pink color. I also got the, I think it's called Margarita. I'm gonna have to check on that, but again, I'll write everything in the bio. And it's like a little bit darker, so sometimes I use that one and then put the lighter one over it, depending on like what I want my lips to look like that day. So like they look a little dark right now, so I would probably put the lighter one on top to like give it a little bit of lightness. Yeah, my last step is this. I learned from Meredith Boyd recently, actually, and this is like the godsend of makeup tricks. So I take my makeup setting spray, which I use the Urban Decay one. It's amazing. Meredith Boyd has one that she didn't have. I've had this like for a long time. So once this is out, like I'll probably try hers. I'll let you know if I love it. Probably I will, because I love everything first. But yeah, so right now I just use this. But you take your damp beauty blender and you literally just spray, and then you dab it everywhere. All over your face. Really get that makeup in there good. So this trick, like, first time I tried it, I was like, oh my gosh, life-changing. She is a genius. I highly recommend doing that. It really is a game changer. So now, like, instead of just spraying your face with that, like, sometimes I would get, like, one area would get makeup setting spray and be like, okay, good, this area is not gonna come off, but what about the rest of me? So that's a really cool trick. Love it. Try it. Yeah, that's it. So that's it. I don't think I'm going to do my hair because I'm being lazy this week. I blow dried it the other day after I washed it, which, like, I wash my hair once every, like, 14 days. So that was a big deal. But yeah, anyways, I think that's it for this week. So that's all. I never know how to end these. That's it. Okay. How many times will I say that's it? All right.